They always go out to the frats on Fridays and Saturdays, and they'll get blitzed or whatever. And I'm not really into drinking. I don't really use alcohol at all. I feel like that's really how people talk to each other around here. Is it's all a party scene, and if you can't integrate with that, I guess, then it's real tough to find other friends.
A lot of your friends are getting blitzed on the weekends then?
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe not blitz, but drunk at least. They've been drinking.
Okay.
They come back, and there's only been once or twice my roommate's puked on the floor or whatever in a trash can. But it's just something. Once again, I'm asleep at midnight on a Friday night, and he comes back at 4 a.m. and making noise and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know. I guess I'm just not used to it.
So you're uncomfortable?
Yeah, I'd say I'm definitely uncomfortable with it.
Okay.
And I don't know if that's just because I'm not used to what college really is yet, or just because that's who my roommate is and we're too different, or what. But I'd say uncomfortable is a good word for that.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really. I guess I feel like I don't know how I can make social connections here without going to a party, or without going and having 4 drinks at one night or something to meet somebody. I just haven't seen it happen in college yet.
It sounds like to me that you're feeling pressured in order to make social capital on campus or to make friends on campus. You feel you have to drink?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what at least I see around campus is, all the upperclassmen are in their fraternities, or they all hang out in their apartment drinking, and all the underclassmen, basically, we don't really have anything to do except go to a frat on Friday night. So yeah, I feel like there is that pressure to go drink to make friends, or I guess build relationships across campus.
And earlier we talked about this feeling of discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me more about that and why you feel discomfortable around alcohol?
I don't know. I mean, the legal drinking age is 21, and
right.
I'm 18, so
Okay.
obviously, I mean, it's not legal, but I know what happens. I'm not, stupid.
Right.
But I don't know. I just feel like for me, it's something that ethically and morally, I don't want to do until I'm older, and I feel like I'm not. I don't know. I feel like there's a reason those laws are in place, and that there's a good reason for that as well.
Sounds like there's a conflict between your morals and your values based on what's going on campus then.
Yeah, definitely. Because I mean, at least from what I see, it's almost everybody is going around and drinking. So, and I know it's not legal at least. So, I think there's some sort of conflict there. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then we've established that there's a level of discomfort on campus because of all the alcohol that you've been encountering either with your roommate or when going out to try and meet people.
Right.
Is there anyone on campus who you seem to have made a connection with, or a certain group of students?
I mean, my faculty are all pretty nice, but the class is so big, I've never really, met them or talked with them at any length.
Okay.
I mean, InterVarsity seems pretty cool. They're, the Christian group here on campus. They all, they all seem to kind of have the same lifestyle as me. They all, they just hang out, and when they do, they meet, and sometimes they do Bible study and stuff, which isn't super important to me. But
okay.
When they're together, they just seem to enjoy each other's company.
Okay. And have you gone out with this group and interacted with them, or?
Once or twice, I've kind of hung out and participated in one of their studies and just kind of socialized with them. And I mean, it was all right, but I just guess I don't know if they do anything outside of their normal organizational meetings, I guess.
Okay. So you don't know if they do anything different outside of their regular organizational meetings. But you said that you somewhat enjoyed talking to them and meeting with them, hanging out with them. What is it that that you enjoyed about their interaction that's different than when you go out to the frats or something like that? Like, what's different about it?
I don't know, I guess it goes back to that whole pressure thing. I mean, I felt like everybody was just kind of real with me. They acted like themselves, and they didn't have expectations, like, even if you weren't Christian or whatever, they didn't have expectations that you think like them or anything like that. They just kind of were themselves, and I don't know, it just felt relaxed around them, comfortable.
Okay. You felt accepted?
Yeah, I definitely felt
Okay.
like they accepted me for who I was.
Okay. So then we've identified that with the one group who you associated with, you felt accepted. There wasn't any peer pressure or any pressure at all in order to fit in or to do something in particular. You even said with their own Christian views that they didn't really pressure you or force those views on you. Is that right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So, in looking for area to be socially connected to, what kind of areas do you think, or what kind of qualities of a person or of a group would be important to you in order to make a connection here on campus?
I don't know. I think they have to, have fun. Cause I mean, I think that's what I'm really missing right now on campus. I go to the football, basketball games, and that's all right. But I don't really have, a group of people to go with, so it's just okay.
Okay.
So I'd like to have some fun, I guess. But at the same time, I just like to be able to relax and be myself around them. So I guess that acceptance part, and have a group that is willing to just accept me for who I am and not expect other things from me.
Okay, all right. And have you spoken with your resident assistant or the Res Life staff here at Sumter University about the pressure that you're feeling or wanting to be accepted in different areas and all that kind of stuff? Or
not really. I mean,
not really.
Is that something they help with?
I mean, it is something that they can probably provide other assistance. I know that I'm aware of. There are substance-free residence halls at Sumter University, which might allude to taking away the pressure that you talked about, people coming back drinking, or people coming back throwing those are some resources like that. Those can talk to you here at Sumter University, which is something you've identified in different groups, being accepted, something that's fun, whether they're not pushing any views on you, whether it be alcohol, which is the one that makes you very uncomfortable, or even with the one example you gave of the Christian views, you never really felt that pressure. So identifying different groups that could help you feel more accepted here on campus might be another alternative for you as well. I know that we have a lot of different services within our student activities department in the Office of Student Life that I'm sure you could do some research or talk to a few students, or even maybe the RA who is on your floor. They might know where to point you in different directions about trying to make social connections on campus. I know that a lot of student organizations do a lot of volunteerism. They do a lot of fun activities, Meyer shopping night. And I'm not saying that's the thing for you, but I'm saying to identify, make sure that you're looking at those different skills that you pointed out in each group, the acceptance, the fun, and the non-pressure, and look for those when trying to make a connection here at Sumter University. Okay. Might be helpful for you.
Yeah, I think that sounds really good for me, actually. I mean, just from what I'd seen before, I felt like, there wasn't a way for me to meet people without, going out and drinking or staying out all hours of the night. But that's really reassuring to me to hear that.
Okay. So now that we've established what might be some good alternatives, what do you think your next steps are?
I mean, I guess it sounds like I should go either to the student activities office or online and I guess see what groups are out there and kind of what they're involved in. Maybe, like you said, talk to my RA if he knows of one that I might be particularly interested or he's involved in, I guess. So I guess I need to go do some research first and then find out what I'm interested in.
Okay.